Are you looking at buying or renting a house in the UK? This video is for you. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Oluwafemi Oni, and on this channel I talk about everything money. I talk about investments, how you can manage your finances, and how you can be on top of your financial goals. Today I'll be talking about the pros and cons of buying versus renting a house in the UK. So I'll start by talking about the pros of renting in the UK. Number one, flexibility. So if you're renting in the UK, you have that flexibility, to do whatever you like. You can rent for 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, whichever time frame you want. So that is the flexibility that comes with renting, unlike you buying a house. Number two, it is quicker to rent a house in the UK than to buy. So if you want to maybe move to a new area, for example, or maybe you get a job and you want to move to that area, it is quicker to get a property as a renting property. Unlike if you want to buy a house, the whole process takes a longer time than renting. Number three, renting carries a lower financial risk as compared to buying. What do I mean? So you are not liable if anything happens to that house that you are renting. So the landlord is liable. If anything happens, like maybe there is a flood or there is a fire outbreak, you don't have any financial obligation to be held responsible. You don't have to worry about repairs or maintenance. For example, if your light bulb is faulty or your socket is faulty, you just need to call your landlord and they will come and fix it for you. So you don't have to spend any dime on property maintenance if you're renting a house. Lastly, if you're renting a house in the UK, you can be able to live in expensive areas. Over time, I think it's been proven that some rents are cheaper in these eyebrow areas in the UK. So if you want to maybe live in posh areas, you can always rent as compared to buying for millions of pounds. We're talking about the cons of renting a house. Number one, you're paying off your landlord's mortgage. So as simple as it's said, if you're renting a house, you're paying your landlord's mortgage. So over time, the money you pay gradually goes into the landlord's mortgage. And as compared to buying, which is your property, and you can always pay off your property anytime you want. Number two, your renting fee can go up and you don't have control over that. But if you're renting a house, for example, if your landlord just wakes up the next day and say, hello, I want to increase my rent, there's nothing you can do about it. That is a disadvantage. Number three, so you can't do some things in a rented property, like renovations, adjustments. You can't be creative. Some landlords will tell you not to drill holes, not to make some designs, which if it's your house, you can do whatever you like. And lastly, you won't get benefits if the property grows in value over time. In other words, if the value of this property increases, it is not your business. Now, I'll be talking about the pros of buying a house in the UK. Number one, it is your property and it can increase in value. So if you're buying a house or if you bought a house in the UK, the value of the house can increase over time, which is like an investment, and which if you sell the house, for example, you get back the value of what you've sold. So if you buy your own house, considering that it is your own home, you can always decorate and do whatever you like in your home. You can drill, you can renovate, you can restructure, unlike a rented property. Number four, some places are cheaper to buy than to rent. If you buy a house, the monthly mortgage are cheaper than you renting a house in the UK. So when you own your own house in the UK, you are kind of secured in the sense that nobody can send you out of your own property. It is your house, it is where you live, and it is your property. The value of your house can increase over time, and that is like an investment for you. So if you maybe buy a house this year, the value is going to definitely increase in the coming years. Now, I'll talk about the cons of buying a house. If you want to buy a house, you need a lot of capital, you need a lot of money. For some lenders, they might ask you to put down like 10 to 15%, even some people might go as high as 20 to 25%. So, and that's like a lot of money for some people. So if you want to like buy a house, you need a lot of money to do that. The requirements to buy a house may be daunting for some people. Some lenders ask for a lot of things. They ask you to bring a lot of pay slips. Some may want to check if you are able to afford it. So it is a long process, and you need a lot of time to ensure that you meet the requirements of you buying a house. And lastly, if you're buying a house with someone, I think it might be difficult in case you want to like split, or in case you quarrel with your partner. It's going to be difficult for you. So if you buy with someone, it's difficult. So yeah, that's one of the disadvantages of you buying a house. Thank you for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, please drop in my comment section. I'll be watching, I'll be reading, and I'll see you in my next video.